heroes of Team SMG.
Welcome everybody, this is going to be game number 2 in our second best of 3 series of the day. It's going to be Team SMG on the blue side and SUHAZ Esports on the red side.
I'm interested to see how this will go, but we are definitely seeing that Abumon's gonna get a lot of help here with Vinsmoke, but is...
Oh wow.
What? He's still... What is Vinsmoke doing here?
He's taking a terrible... Abumon's taking a terrible trade, and Vinsmoke is expecting Abumon to stop trading against it. But Sasa's taking full advantage of this lane. He's 2v1ing very, very well, and now that Abumon is below 50% HP, he's forced to recall, and Sasa is going to make him lose a siege minion.
That's going to be huge. I really don't know why Abumon went and continued for that fight. Yes, you have a lot of damage with the passive, but Sasa has Inspire, and now here comes Box. They're going to go on top of Vinsmoke. Not enough damage to finish him off, but here comes Hate as well, and that's going to zone SUHAZ completely off the orange buff.
Yep, despite Boxia being really boring, his clear speed is still rather ridiculous. He's already level 3, and they slowed down Ryzen. Box is already level 4, and Ryzen only hit his level 3. There's no way he's going to get this, right? Yep, Box is able to get that orange buff just in time, but Zyme Senpai might actually have to pay the price. Vinsmoke, does he have the Iron Hook? No, he does not. They just back away.
Team SMG just claims the enemy buff without any cost in return. Yes, Zyme Senpai loses some HP, but you don't want that to be the only thing you get in return for an invade like that. Looking at the overall emblem sets, nothing too out of the ordinary. A Box with Demon Slayer is going to amplify his farm even further, because SUHAZ has a lot of movement speed as well to try and kite Team SMG.
Yep, but right now Smooth is able to take so much damage. Ryzen unable to do much as Box is able to intercept the gank. CT Norsana will now have to continue his fight against Smooth, who even pops his sprint to make this happen. He costed himself his life. An unnecessary turnaround, but CT Norsana, fast fingers, also pops his sprint.
That's quite strange from Smooth. He doesn't usually make mistakes like that, but Team SMG are still going full speed, instantly stealing away the purple buff. This could be the start of something terrible here. We've already seen what Team SMG can do against a Ling when they went up against Team Hawk last week.
Yep, Smooth now back into lane with Boxy nearby on the River Crab. Ryzen unfortunately hasn't hit his level 4 just yet, as Zyme Senpai is making sure he's keeping him in check. Hate getting control over the lane is great right now, but Yves caught out of position in the mid lane. Oxygen trying to get out of there. The flicker comes on through, and that's going to be Hate picking up the kill.
Team SMG are playing hard and fast right now. They know that they have a strong early game lineup with these 3 tanky heroes, and so they're not going to let SUHAZ Esports have any chance to breathe. And because of all this attention that Box and Zyme Senpai are buying, Sasa is having a free lane.
Oh wait, speaking of which, the flicker coming in from Vinsmoke. Sasa is locked down by the Bloody Hunt. Can he get the crossbow of Tank off in time? Manages to get protection as Abumon pays the price.
Oh, that's gotta be rough there. That was a flicker Bloody Hunt from Vinsmoke, and they still didn't get the kill and then lost Abumon in return. That is basically the worst way that trade could have went for SUHAZ Esports. And in 3 minutes, Team SMG have already amassed a 2.9k net worth lead.
Feels kind of good because Zyme Senpai managed to get there just in time to get his passive off to ensure that Sasa doesn't die with the extra bit of shield. Now, let's see, SMG just going to camp every single buff here, and this purple is the most important as Box is 3 levels up. CT Norsana doesn't want to go into the middle of that fight, but Team SMG slowly creep into it. Vinsmoke misses his Iron Hook, and now the timing is clear. Zyme Senpai getting into the middle of that fight as the Tortoise Poissons is already dropped on the floor, and it's going to be the ult from Lolita that secures that kill onto Vinsmoke as Hate capitalizes on it. CT Norsana jumps in the middle, but Hate takes his black shoes. Good timing. Real one manipulation, not doing too much, but Zyme Senpai now in some trouble. CT Norsana wants to get the kill, but can't. He just can't.
Team SMG is just completely trading up in every engagement right now, stealing the purple buff, getting a kill, walking out with no casualties right when the turtle spawns. They are growing their snowball at an incredible pace, and SUHAZ Esports are in a really tough spot. They really have no way of dealing with the dive composition from Team SMG because this Franco is too single target.
Yep, it's a little unfortunate. He really has to hit these important hooks. He can't just pick and choose. He has to target the damage dealers. Now, Abumon is facing Box off here on the top side of the map. Vinsmoke, no Iron Hook, which does give the green light as Hate already rotating in for this fight. Ryzen is hovering nearby, but he's not sure whether to go in as Vinsmoke takes the punishment from the rest of Team SMG. He goes down, and that's going to be top tier 1. Going over to Team SMG.
You can see that the way Team SMG is positioning is just not giving any opportunities to SUHAZ. Now Razin nearly getting taken out by Smooth, who is also 2 levels up on the Ling right now. The jungler on SUHAZ Esports has not been able to play the game at all. And Team SMG, they are not putting any brakes on this train.
After after Smooth dying to Esmeralda down on bot side after a small mistake, now taking full advantage and recovered even. He's ahead. Now they're going to be taking away the purple buff once more. Box just denying space and time, and Ryzen just falling further and further behind.
Team SMG are so good at this. It basically is giving a message to every other team. Don't pick Ling into us. We know exactly how to bully you out of submission here. And now they're even targeting CD Nursana. Numenon Blast gonna force the sprint in the other direction as the Iron Hook is blocked by the Guardian's Bulwark. Another tower falls to SMG.
Yep, 2 key items. It's going to be the Dominance Ice from Zyme Senpai and a Demon Hunter Sword coming in from Sasa. These are very big items with the 5k lead that they've developed over 6 minutes and 32 seconds. SUHAZ, I think they've got one more timing left to try and even the score, and that's going to be Eternal Side, but I think Ryzen, he's just so far behind.
They are way too far behind right now, and SUHAZ Esports is a very late game team. Here comes Smooth again, Thunderclap forcing out the Tempest Ablaze. Razin cannot take even the orange buff now. Team SMG are starving SUHAZ Esports.
Yeah, this is quite a brutal game to watch here. SUHAZ are getting absolutely decimated right now, and unless they take a coin flip somewhere, somehow, this is just going to be a slow death as Team SMG wraps around their necks.
This is going to be pretty rough for them right now. Razin trying to get as much farm as he can wherever he is on the map, even behind Arumon in terms of levels. You never want to be in that situation. Oh, Vinsmoke actually did get a hook, but that's on Box. 2-man falling Star Moon doesn't mean anything. No damage from SUHAZ Esports as Smooth comes in from the backline. They want this purple buff. Razin, I don't know if he got it, but he's already dead, so it doesn't matter. The real manipulation doing no damage at all. Team SMG just easily walks away.
What a brutal game this is. The Numenon Blast landing on 3 targets and Razin getting bursted down as soon as the Numenon Blast is confirmed. A stun. They've unlocked the lanes. Mid lane is down. SUHAZ Esports, this is going to be a really difficult recovery.
This is a full dismantling right here. If you look at the gold ranking, it's nearly split completely in half. Zyme Senpai, the least net worth on Team SMG, is ahead of 2 cores on SUHAZ Esports, and the rest are just miles ahead of their counterparts. They're gonna continue doing this until the end of time, basically.
Yeah, and in Team SMG, they have full control. They can decide not to take a fight. They can decide to take a fight. I mean, SUHAZ Esports right now can't really breathe in their own jungle. Nowhere is safe, and with no tier 1s, even Razin is forced to use his ult. He's not able to take his orange buff in time. Smooth continuing the oppression.
At the very least, CD Nursana is the one that gets the orange buff away, so it still goes to SUHAZ. But Team SMG, they have one goal, and that is to make Razin's life miserable. The Ling has nothing. He's getting no chance to farm, no chance to scale up. So everything's going to come down to Abumon and CD Nursana to actually do the DPS.
I mean, Oxygen needs a little bit. Honestly, he needs a lot more time. I think he needs about 4 minutes before he gets enough items to make a difference. But Team SMG, they can just decide to wait. Sasa, he's going even more for it. He's getting really confident here.
We have to know that Sasa's already level 11. I didn't quite see how many items he has right now, but it's probably that he has completed at least 2. And at this point, 1-1 is in a very comfortable state to just walk up ahead because SUHAZ doesn't have enough damage to burst him down before he can safely get off the crossbow of Tang. Lord going over, Smooth in danger. He might actually go down here.
Yep, he finally goes down as Box looks for the return kill as CD Nursana pops his sprint to get on out of there. SUHAZ find 1 in return, but the death timers are really short here, and Team SMG can slow push this as Smooth is going to recover in 15 seconds and make his way. He has to spend another 20 seconds running down the lane.
But you can see that the way Team SFG are currently balancing out the waves, we know that the Lord is actually going to take a while before he collides into the inhibitor. And the AI already 80% predicting that SMG is going to walk away with the victory.
Yep, I mean, the timings are really good for Team SMG. They have an 8.8k gold lead. They almost had a perfect game, but a couple of deaths ruined it all. As they look to crack open these tier 2s, mid is going to start falling very, very soon.
SUHAZ are able to clear up that wave, but look at the way that SMG has synchronized these lanes. They have to defend every single one at the same time. They will most likely take all the external towers, and they're challenging the inhibitor now. Real world manipulation coming out, forcing out the black shoes. C13 Rosanna still alive. Sasa just breaking down the inhibitor, already going to the side of Team SMG, and they just back off.
This has been really good by Team SMG. A 10k gold lead as Senpai puts up the Guardian's Bulwark to block the Iron Hook. I think this is checkmate here by Team SMG. It's so hard for them to lose from this position.
They're now trying to go for another inhibitor box, jumping in with the shield unit. He finds C13 Rosanna, but he's just buying space. Iron Hook misses completely. Numan on blast finds C13 Rosanna and Razin on the side. He did not expect that. Crossbow of Tang on top of Vinsmoke. He runs to the base in time to survive all of that. But Team SMG are fully in their base. No minion wave to take the top inhibitor, sadly. Iron Hook gonna finally land onto the Lilia, but that's the worst person you want to look for. He goes down. Abumon taking a lot of damage in the base as Team SMG are just oppressing SUHAZ, taking down their crystal, and nothing they can do about it.
GG, well played. Going over to Team SMG, a clean 12-minute game here. Very nicely